So this past weekend, I went from this to this. Welcome to my new recording space. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Now let's get into your reading. Hey crew, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local light worker. Welcome to a pickacard reading on the topic, who is thinking of you? If you have been having this question on your mind, I know I have in the last couple of days, then you are here in our family, in our crew. We are obsessed with the same kind of questions, so I welcome you. Thank you for being part of this community. Please subscribe so that you will know when I publish and turn on your notifications, because I have a lot more readings coming your way after a brief period in which I had to take a break as I had to move home. But now I'm here. I'm super happy. I feel very good in this new environment, and I hope I can convey all these awesome good vibes to you too, and also give you some clear answers to the question on your mind. So if you have, like myself, been thinking who is kind of like having these memories of you, who may want to get in touch with you, keep in mind that this could be romantic. Most likely it will be, but it could also be like maybe a concerned parent, a relative, a friend that you lost touch with. Who knows? We will see what messages pop up in this reading today. I have opened the space for spirit to come through and provide us with whatever guidance it is that we need to hear at the moment. I have a choice here of 4 cards that were selected from the Angelarium Oracle, beautifully, gorgeously illustrated by Peter Moorbacher. I like it so much that I'm tripping over my words. I'm so excited. So I have here for you, group 1, the angel Sariel, the angel of the waning moon. Yeah, so this is this gorgeous energy. We also have here for you, group 2, Leliel, the angel of the night. Some people say that Leliel is the biblical inspiration of Lilith. Yeah, so we also have here Phanuel, the angel of truth, for you, group 3. And for you, group 4, we have Israfel, the angel of song. So this is the angel that is supposed to descend upon earth during the times of the apocalypse to announce it. Okay, we're not going to get into any sort of like biblical doom and gloom lore. We are just going to be very pragmatic and focused on answering the question, who's thinking of you? I would like to give you a moment right now to take a deep breath in. Let's take one together. And now, focus on the first card that your eyes fall upon. That is most likely going to be the card that is going to provide you with the most intuitive, heartfelt, and fitting message. Okay, all this being said, if you want to have a look at the tarot decks that I'm using, the oracle decks as well in this reading, they're always linked in the description box below. I will be live shuffling from the Tarot de Luz, and I already have pre-selected some oracle cards for you guys just to help me nuance the message. And without further ado, I love you. Thank you kindly for being by my side during these tumultuous times. I'm still here. I promise to serve the collective and give you a lot of love and a lot of optimism and a lot of help as much as I can. So thank you kindly for sticking through, and let's see how our family grows from this point in time. See you at your pile. Hello, group 1. Hello, my loves. Welcome to a pick-a-card reading on the topic of who is thinking of you. So this is for those that were drawn to the Sariel. It's called The Angel of the Waning Moon, and it comes with a poem written on the back of this card, or a little bit of a description rather than a poem. It says the following: as the earth tugs on the moon tugs back on the earth. For each force, another will always exist in perfect opposition. The lives of men and angels are similar. Though the power of one may be greater than the other, their existence reflects each other. Oh, so I already can feel like you are drawn towards this angel because you may have been thinking of somebody who is your soulmate. Your soulmate is also thinking of you. There is a mutual reflection, like looking into clear water on a moonlit night. You get to see yourself almost like shadowy, and yet kind of taken out of the real world and into some sort of mythical place. There is a very unspoken, mysterious, kind of like, I think that you guys think of each other, especially at nighttime. It's hard to put into words. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound confusing, but I'll do my best right now with the help of the Tarot de Luz to figure out more details about this person. I can already see a King of Cups. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to show you the tarot cards that dropped to the table alongside with the oracle cards. So you got a lot, so buckle up, okay? We've got a lot to talk about in this reading today. So first of all, I see Nine of Cups. This person that is thinking of you thinks of you with so much joy and gratitude. They're also a little bit cocky, you know, a little bit arrogant. It's like, I got this person in my bag, you know, I have charmed them already. But they're doing it in a joyful way, like they don't have any bad intentions. This is more about they're confident that they have a good, or that they have left a good impression on you, a good effect. Why am I choosing my words in this reading? It's almost like this person is very careful what they say to you. They could really spend a lot of time if you're texting. I feel like some of you still are in touch with this person, or most of you have just begun talking to this individual. And this person is reflective. They like to take their time. They really put care and attention into the words that they use when they talk to you. Now, I also see here the Three of Pentacles. A lot of you may know this person through work. So the person who's thinking of you is an ex-workmate or somebody that currently works with you. But I kind of feel a distance, like you may have lost touch with this person, or this person kind of pushed you away. They may have been focused on other things. Maybe they had some projects that they had to deal with and they couldn't focus on you. So I see very strongly here with the Three of Pentacles, it's a bit of an uphill climb with this person. You may have collaborated on a project. If you're working by yourself, you don't have a group of people that you work together with, or you're not part of a team, then this is somebody you collaborated with, somebody who may have helped you with a stipend, a sum of money, somebody who believed in your skills and wanted to invest in your business, a person that may have, you clearly met this person through work. Like, generally speaking, work is the medium through which you met this person who's thinking very positively of you. Yeah. We have here the Page of Cups. It's a gorgeous card. So the Page of Cups shows the beginning of an emotional or a deeply emotional connection. It shows budding affection, right? It's like, I'm starting to feel something, but I don't know exactly what it is. Could it be something that could turn into something more? And I'm hearing the police alarm outside. So I kind of feel like this person is starting to develop some feelings for you, and they're finding these feelings alarming. There is a little bit of internal stress that they are experiencing when they're thinking of you. As you can see, the Page of Cups in this image is a little bit sad. It's like, oh, why was I hit by the arrow of Cupid? Why now? But at the same time, with this beautiful wreath of roses on top of their head, it's like, I feel blessed at the same time. So I feel blessed that I was touched by the arrow of Cupid, and I'm kind of crushing on you, group one. But at the same time, I'm stressed because I'm feeling all these things. So this individual is going through some complicated feelings. You may be dealing with a Cancerian, somebody that is ruled by the moon, a person that has in their birth chart their moon conjunct the ascendant. So this makes them a lunatic or a lunarian. So somebody that is ruled, governed by their feelings, a little bit mysterious, a little bit shy, but incredibly sweet, a very good homemaker, a very good protector and caretaker. So yeah, wow, we went from the Page of Cups to the King of Cups in the span of 2 seconds. So exactly as I was saying that this person is ruled by the moon, yeah, we evolved, we broke the pattern. Just give me a second, because I kind of have a feeling 2 of Swords and 4 of Cups. You may be dealing here with 2 signs. 2 water signs, yeah. So 2 people could be thinking of you because of this 2 of Swords, which usually indicates choosing. You're at the crossroads. And maybe this is why you're here. You're here because you're thinking about these 2 individuals and you're like, So who's thinking of me? Because if they are thinking of me, I'm going to go with this option rather than the other option, where I'm kind of here to complicate the situation for you a little bit, because they're both thinking of you. Okay, I don't really see a difference. I see a younger water sign who, as I mentioned before, has these conflicted feelings, like they are happy that they feel so strongly for you, but at the same time they're scared, or they feel a little bit stressed out that they are feeling these things for you. And then we also have an older water sign, potentially an individual that is very emotionally mature, but also somebody that you can't really read what they're feeling on this person's face. The King of Cups is usually the poker-faced king in the deck. So out of all the court cards, he is the one that he's hiding his feelings the most. In your own energy, this could also represent a fear of being emotionally inexperienced. Like this could be one of your first crushes, and you don't know if you have the emotional stamina or the emotional wisdom to really build towards this connection. You may want something long-term and something real, something that really gets your heart fluttering, but you don't know if you're going to be able to sustain it in time. And it could also speak about the fact that you're hiding a lot of your feelings, because, the court cards, they represent both physical manifestations of people in our lives, but they could also represent inner images that we have, inner archetypes that we hold inside of ourselves. So it's a young man and an older man, both emotionally wise, artistic, but also a little bit, they're not the best communicators. Water signs, they don't really communicate the best in words unless they grew up in a family with a lot of air signs, and they were pushed from a young age to communicate, to speak. But in general, they tend to be, when they are being themselves, they tend to express themselves much better through the realm of music, poetry, photography, in different ways. Physically, like they tend to hug you or kiss you. So there is this feeling that you have two individuals thinking of you, water sign energy, heavily ruled by the moon. A lot of sticky emotions, sticky feelings. Some of you, because I'm reading here for a large collective, some of you are separating from a husband and you are crushing on somebody else, and you're wondering whether your new crush, your new love interest is thinking of you. And I'm here to let you know that yes. And I'm mentioning this separation because I see here two swans that are being kind of like torn apart by these branches that have these thorns. The Four of Cups is also my card of feeling bored and disenchanted with life, with relationships, with feelings, with love. Like you've been deeply disappointed on the emotional level by somebody else, and you don't know if you should continue to invest in a love situation, right? The swan's made for life. So this talks about a connection with a person in which you wanted to give it your all, you wanted to give it your best, but for some reason you're being currently separated, you're being removed. So let's see the oracle cards right now. I'm super curious. So we have here growth and we see two mushrooms in a jar. So it seems like you have a lot of things in common, with this both of these individuals. I also see here grieving. Oh my goodness. And the keywords are: the chambers of your mourning are surrounded by nothingness, emptiness, wanting to be seen. Nothingness, emptiness, crying, right? Grieving, a sense of loss. I do feel that for most of you who are drawn towards this pile, you're in kind of like a complicated situation where you're trying to let go of a person that you were affectionately connected to, and you're thinking about the future. You're trying to feel whether there could be somebody else thinking of you and not the person you're trying to put in your past. We have here Aoshi, disconnection. And we also have here Sagittarius. So a lot of you are trying to put behind you a Sagittarian. You went to battle with this person. You went to war, okay? I kind of see this image of two computer characters, like fighting one another, Mortal Kombat style, and then finally deciding, you know what, I'm choosing not to fight you anymore. I no longer want to fight. I no longer want to argue. I'm done with stressing out. I give up. A Sagittarius may have given up on you, on this connection, and this is why you could be in the state of grieving, in the state of loss. But I see new growth, yeah? So as one door is closing, another one is opening. That's why you have two individuals here. There is growth. Following from a period of disenchantment, yeah, there is new growth. And you will have to make a decision. You'll have to make a decision. Let me just pull one more tarot card because I'm a little bit confused related to this growth. I mean, are you supposed to grow this direction with which person? Spirit, could you please be clear? Like, Spirit has a sense of humor because Knight of Swords. Completely out of the blue, a third individual. This is the person you're going to have growth with. Yeah, so I'm here to let you know that whatever options you have in love at the moment, indeed, they are thinking of you. You could be feeling the pressure to make a decision, but it's okay for you to bide your time, Group 1, because you will have fresh growth with a completely different individual. I see here an air sign of the same age as you. So finally somebody that is kind of like on the same level as you. You will have a lot of things in common with this person. And they're neither too young nor too old for you. And there is a feeling of great communication. You know, you guys are gonna hit it off right off the bat, you know. I don't know why, but the word Chris Carter, the name Chris Carter appeared to mind. I felt the need to say it. Definitely a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. An individual that is quite charming. You will establish some inside jokes from the get-go. And this person is going to want to spend a lot of time with you. They're just going to enjoy hanging out with you. Yeah. They're just going to be like, okay, so you're doing this? Great. Can I come along? You know, or look, I have this invitation. You know, I can get a second invitation if you want to join me. And as you go and spend time with this person, as you hang out with no pressure, you guys are going to form this really strong bond. Yeah. So I knew that this reading is going to get a little bit all over the place, a little bit messy. Neptune is in Aries, my loves. It's messy, messy, messy collective energies, especially since it's taking place in my 6th house, the house of witchcraft and work. But I can clearly see, and this is the story that emerges from the cards, that you're here asking about two individuals. You're undecided. Whom should you choose? Both of them are thinking of you. I do feel that the Page of Cups is thinking more passionately towards you than the King of Cups, the older individual. Both of them water signs, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, that you predominantly met through your work. I don't know why, but the Sagittarius energy interfered with the reading. It seems like you're trying to grieve or leave behind a deep separation, a betrayal, a disconnection from the Sagittarius person. But I am here to let you know that, keep your options open. Your love energy can be undecided and in limbo for a while because you're about to meet the Knight of Swords, an air sign of the same age as you, who's going to be a great communicator. And you guys are going to have this relational growth that you may desire, that you may want for yourself. So this is the reading that I had for you. I hope I summarized it clearly enough. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Ciao. Hello, Group 2. Hello, darlings. Welcome to a pick-a-card reading. Let's find out who's thinking of you. And this is a reading for those of you that were drawn to Leliel, Angel of the Night. And like I did it with Group 1, I'm going to read you a description, like a poetic description of the angel Leliel. It's written on the back of the card. So it says, a fleeting spirit who dances across the sky. Leliel is beautiful but aloof. The night passes whether we are lost to sleep or staring out over the darkened sky. It shows to us that for everything we see, there are 1,000 things left unseen. What you are witnessing is only ever a small glimmer of what is truly there. Okay, so I think that you're dealing with an individual who, much like Leliel, may come in and out of your life. This is a beautiful but kind of sullen individual, rather moody. You never know in what kind of vibe you're going to catch this person. One moment they could be very talkative, the next moment they could be shy and reserved, and they may no longer reply to your text messages. I feel that you're having a lot of conversations with this person at nighttime, and this person also thinks of you towards the end of the day, so around nightfall. Okay, I'm going to do things a little bit differently with you. I'm going to show you your oracle cards first, and then I'm going to shuffle through the tarot to see more details about this person. So we have here the guide. I also have here Witches Gathering, and it is described as gather in power, come together in grace, unity is rising, and all will be embraced. I'm already getting the feeling that you could be dealing here with a mentor, somebody that you worked with, somebody you admired, a person that has some sort of power and authority. This person could have trained you. You may have gone to this person to learn something, to heal, to practice the craft as well. I see here Mars energy. So you had a very active relationship with this person. You were supposed to do a lot of things with this individual, and you may have acquired a good amount of memories. Not all the memories could have been good. Mars is also in its negative vibration about violence and conflict. You may have had an argument with this individual. This individual could have been a bit too dominant for your taste. Mars also tells me that this is a man. Most likely you're dealing here with a man or a woman that is very strongly in her masculine energy. And we also have here Guna Kadate. Guna Kadate, most likely I misread this, I do apologize, but we have here the energy of blessings, abundance and prosperity in the midst of harsh conditions. So this person helped you become more financially stable. This person may have blessed you or helped you unblock your energy centers. I have a feeling you may be dealing here with a tarot reader, an astrologer, a Reiki healer, an occult practitioner, somebody that could have conducted a blessing, a ritual of cutting ties, cutting cords, somebody who did a cleanse of your aura, or a person who may have read your Akashic records, an individual that you went to during a very difficult time in your life. I wanted to say different as well as difficult. A person who you saw as a point of compass, right? This person was guiding you in the right direction, or at least this is what you believed at the time. There may have been a conflict related to values or to the outcome of this person's practice. You may have disagreed related to what you wanted to have done and what this person was doing. I hope that's clear enough. Let's see some more. Yeah, I do feel like this was somebody that had power over you, a mentor whom you admired initially, and then you broke things off. It was very fast and it was conflict ridden. I see here, sorry, this is from the previous reading. Let me give it another shuffle. So I see here a King of Pentacles. Okay, so we have an older man. This is an individual who has a lot of money. Yeah? A person who's financially very savvy, very good with investments, and they know a lot about not only how to make money, but how to maintain it, how to keep it, how to make it multiply. This is an individual who has put a lot of hard work into their current occupation, into their current position. This person could have a rags to riches background story. You know, they came from nothing and they build everything through their hard work and capacity to connect with other people. You're dealing here with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn with potentially an Aries ascendant. So I was just looking at the astrological energy. Or a person who may have a Mars in Capricorn conjunct the ascendant, a Mars in Virgo, or a Mars in Taurus. So a very steadfast individual, a person focused on stability. It's like, how do I create structures in my life? But you're also dealing here with an individual that likes to conform. This is not somebody who's going to be progressive and taking risks or very creative. This is a person that kind of likes rules, limits, regulations, and abides by them. Yeah. You're dealing here with a traditionalist as well, a person for whom values such as religion, work, family are important, and they take them very seriously. This is a self-disciplined individual as well. They do not like to waste time, money, or resources. I think that this person may have had a conflict with you because I kind of have a feeling that you are a bit more happy-go-lucky. You're spinning the wheel of fortune and taking risks with a lot more ease than this individual is doing. This person could have had some sort of like fear that you could waste their money or spend wildly their resources on things such as, you know, getting your groups of friends together or partying or indulging in all sorts of occult practices that may have generally shook this traditionalist individual who found a lack of safety in your practices. Or it could be if you were focused on building together in the same area, if this was a spiritual teacher of yours, they may not have liked the people you associated with, and this is why there was this separation, this is why there was this argument and this swift leaving, the swift letting go. Number 17 could be important. This may have happened 17 months ago or on the 17th of the month, as well as number 10 is important. Let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm really curious. So adding on to this energy of the King of Pentacles, he keeps popping up, so I'm going to mention him. He appeared in group 1's reading as well. We have here a Page of Cups. So budding affection, the beginning of love, but not really fully grown love. An understanding of the fact that I am fond of you, but I'm not really in love with you. So this is a person who is fond of you, is thinking of you with affection, may wonder from time to time, where are you? Are you okay? But this is not a person who's like head over heels in love with you, okay? I want you to have that in your mind very clearly. We see here an attempt to transform this connection, to make it into something more. And this is where this Martian energy could have intervened, yeah? So it could have been a connection in which either you crushed on him or he crushed on you, or it was mutual maybe, and you tried, either you or this other person. I'm not seeing very clearly who initiated, but I see that one of you wanted more. You wanted something sexual with this individual. Mars is the energy of sexuality as well. And this person could have freaked out a little bit because they may have believed that you are casting some spells on them, yeah? You're manipulating them in some way. You could aim for their riches, yeah? This person has some sort of paranoia related to their wealth, okay? They are afraid that people could take advantage of them and take their money and run away with them, you know, breaking their heart and leaving them penniless as well. I think it's a very realistic, natural fear to have, especially if you have acquired a lot of resources and indeed through your hard work, like they weren't handed down to you from a family. It was just something you actually put a lot of effort into. So you can imagine, of course, the fears are founded, but I'm not sure whether this person is correct in mistrusting you. I don't think you deserve to be mistrusted. So there is a lot of like paranoia and feelings of fear, like unconscious fear, like fear that cannot be explained. Like there's nothing actually harming this connection. It's just all of a sudden the tension rises up inside of this person. There's also a low-key obsession, like the passion, the sexual intensity is growing by the minute. The feelings are growing as well. It's just that this person is afraid to change. They're afraid to let go of their comfy, stable lifestyle in order to be with you. I think this is the big issue here. Let me pull some more cards. Yeah, and I'm kind of getting like a dry throat, like This person does think of you in that way, but they're lying to themselves. There could be another, okay, there are other people that they need to think of as well. So Seven of Swords, this person is lying to you about something. They're keeping something away from you, and it is something related to a Queen of Wands, a fire sign woman who is really hot. She's very feisty, very sociable, like a socialite. Person that likes to be out and about, likes to party, likes to network. She looks really good. She's not the maternal, sweet gal next door type, but more like the vamp, more like the temptress, you know. It could also be another spiritual individual, somebody who could be like another tarot reader or astrologer, or somebody who works in this profession. And I'm hearing the police alarm outside, so this is again something alarming. You may not enjoy the fact that this person could be thinking or is lying to you about this individual, but I need to read the cards as I see them, so I'm sorry if this news comes out of the blue. There is here the energy of somebody that is indeed considering another option. I see here the Eight of Pentacles and also the Queen of Pentacles. A separation from an individual that was incredibly materialistic, really pushed your person into focusing on work rather than love. You see, your person is quite, so this person is thinking of you, this King of Coins, as we talked earlier, has this paranoia related to wealth, because he may have ended up paying a lot of alimony, child support, maternal spouse support towards his ex. And he had to really work hard to gain those finances back, and is a bit reluctant to follow his heart and accept an offer from you. So you're dealing here with an individual who seems to really need to organize their love life. A King of Pentacles who has this issue with this Queen of Pentacles, separated from her. He may have separated from her a while ago, but he's keeping his options open, thinking both of you and of this Queen of Wands that you may not know of. He's reluctant to transform, but he has been developing certain feelings toward you. So this person seems very messy, a bit all over the place, hard to know as well. That's why maybe we're drawn to Leliel, Angel of the Night. A very good-looking, charismatic individual who attracts a lot of attention, romantic and sexual, from other people. That's why he has all these options. But I'm not sure whether you want to remain an option in this person's gallery, yeah? With some sort of weird energy still lingering here between him and an ex-partner, an ex-spouse, and with another hot, passionate woman on the horizon. This person is also thinking of you. You know, it seems like the energy is very split, as you can see with this card. This person is like crucified in all directions without making one solid decision and saying, I'm going for you. So their thoughts of you are they're like clouds, you know, you tend to come upon this person's mind and then it goes away. As I mentioned at the beginning, this is not full-blown love. It's just an affection that was beginning and it was somehow cut short by some sort of conflict. So my advice to you would be to stay clear away from this individual. Even if they're thinking of you, you may want to cleanse your energy, do some sort of chakra rebalancing, or wash your body with salt in the shower, or, you know, do a sound cleansing with Tibetan singing bowls, maybe even burning some sage or Palo Santo, to just let this person go, let the energy of this person go, because, yeah, you're not dealing here with a person that's going to follow their heart, yeah? They have too much to risk to do so. So this is the reading that I had for you. Thank you kindly for hanging out with me and listening. I cannot wait to see my next one. Until next time. Hey group 3, hello darlings, welcome to a pick a card reading on the topic, who is thinking of you? Let's find out. So we have here Phanuel, the Angel of Truth. I'm going to read you the descriptive message on the back of this card. This most patient attendant will wait for your arrival. Phanuel has long been here before you arrive, standing in the gateway to the throne. You may not have seen it, you may not have heard it, but Phanuel waited there for you to wrap you in its warm cloak. Seek it, and you shall find it. Haha! The person thinking of you is somebody that you've been knowing for a very long period of time. For a moment, I had to look that my teeth were not spoiled by the lipstick I'm wearing. Your relationship could have spoiled at some point. I have a feeling that you may feel like you broke things off with this person, or that there was a misunderstanding, but actually this person doesn't hold any grudges against you. This person is patiently waiting in the background for you to choose them, for you to think of them, for you to feel something as intensely as they feel for you. Yeah. This is the core truth, and this is the reality of the situation, because you were drawn to Phanuel, and Phanuel comes to give you like a wake-up call, a truth. You could be thinking, I'm single, I don't have anybody by my side. When will I find the one? When will I meet love? You've already met this person. But it could be that you need to adjust your standards and your expectations. Maybe you've created in your mind a list of the type of person that you see yourself next to, and when you scan your social environment, you see people that don't fit into that profile. So you could be passing on a really good opportunity to actually be loved, seen, and understood by a person that's been by your side for a very long period of time. So this could be a childhood friend, somebody that you went to primary school with, you grew up with, a family friend, a neighbor, an individual that you've been working with steadily for a while, somebody that has been holding a light for you, a candle. Yeah. Okay, let's find out more about this individual. I'm so curious right now. It sounds like one of those really old-fashioned love stories. We need more of those, right? We have here obfuscate. This is the dictionary word of the day, obfuscate, yeah? So this is to conceal, to hide, to create a smoke screen, and to try to cover things up. This person is trying to cover up their feelings. It's also, in a sense, to dampen, as you can see that the candles in this image have been, basically they have been, what is that word? Extinguished, yeah? And the eye is closed. It's almost like I don't want to see. I don't want to see something. I want to conceal. I want to hide. I want to hide how I feel. We also have here Persephone, and we have the journey. As you know, Persephone was kidnapped by Hades and taken into the underworld, and her mother Demeter, who was very close to her, she felt so enraged that she decided to stop the seasons, stop agriculture, and stop production on Earth. So the Earth went barren, and eventually she managed to get Zeus to strike a deal with his brother Hades to allow a compromise. 6 months of the year, in autumn and winter, she would go and be with her husband in the underworld, and 6 months of the year, in spring and summer, Persephone would rise up from the underworld and go and join her mother Demeter. And this is why we have the seasons, and this is why plants and fruits and herbs flower only in those specific seasons. And so it's a beautiful story that is meant to explain why we have seasons and why nature goes through this death and rebirth cycles. So a relationship that could go through a rebirth at the moment. This person, as I feel it, it's like you separated from this individual. You had a good thing going, and you think it's gone, it's dead, it's no longer possible, but this person feels like it was never over, you know? Kind of like in the Notebook, you know, what Noah says, it's like it's still not over. Anyway, apple of my eye, and we see here the description. Not all that's alluring may be what it seems. See beyond the illusion. Exactly. I kind of feel like you're having your eyes on the wrong kind of individuals. There could be, and I'm sorry to call you out on this, but I know it because I'm able to call it in other people because I do it as well. You could have a penchant for eye candy, right? So you may enjoy beautiful looking people. Everybody does, right? God loves beautiful people as well. We all do. But you have to be mindful about selecting a partner mostly based on their good looks, on your desire to have a partner that is visually pleasing, because you could be saying no to a person that may not be so model-like, yeah, but that person could have all the qualities that you need to build a connection with, right? So maybe you're falling for individuals that are good looking, but they are unstable and childish and wishy-washy, like they don't commit to you, they're not loyal, they commit to a lot of other people, while you may be having a very loyal and reliable partner next to you who's not that phenomenally good looking, but they will become gradually better looking in your eyes the more you get to know them, because other qualities will recommend them. Maybe they have a great sense of humor, you know. Usually people that have not been so blessed by Venus with great looks, they become aware of this. Those people that are realistic and not delusional, they become aware of this early on, and they put a lot of effort into emphasizing other parts of their character, you know. That's why being in a relationship with a man that isn't that phenomenally good looking, I can tell you from experience, is quite rewarding, because you will have a person that has worked on other parts of their character. Like maybe this person is very funny, or maybe they're very good with finances, you know. They decided, I need to be able to provide because this is the way in which I can become a good, reliable spouse to someone one day, you know. Or if my looks don't recommend me, at least my sense of humor does, you know. At least if I get somebody to make me laugh, then they're going to want to be around me. They're gonna, you know, have a good time with me. So remember that old adage that it's not so important what a person says to you, but how they make you feel, although words can sometimes trigger emotions into us, obviously. But it's important to understand what you like and whom you like in order to unravel the clue of who this person that is thinking of you could be. Because I see here that this is a person who could have a little bit of low self-esteem because they're not so good looking. With Hades here, this person could be quite dark, yeah. Not necessarily actually dark, like dark hair or dark skin. This is more about a feeling of they're a little bit in the background. They like to hide. They may not be so sociable. They may spend a lot of time at home. They could be from time to time depressed because of the fact that they see how superficial people are and how people treat them only based on looks. This person could have some particular features, like maybe they have a sleepy eyelid, or like a cleft, or it could be something like maybe pock marks from an adolescence filled with acne, or some sort of like injury, you know. They may have hit their head on a bar when they were young and they have like something crusted on their face, and because of that scarring, because of that special mark, they feel that they're not as attractive or as lovable. But I do believe that people that have these characteristics, they are so memorable, you know, they are so fascinating to look at, and I find them really attractive. I don't know about other individuals, but there is a certain way in which you can train your mind to find things attractive. Anyway, I may be getting too much into the psychological analysis of the situation. You just need to know who's thinking of you. And I see here the moon. So this could be a person that has a moon conjunct your sun, depending on what sun sign you are. This could be an individual that is a Cancer, so born around the end of June, beginning of July. With the angel of truth here, I would say that this person could also be Libra or have some Libra energy. And with Hades here, I'm seeing some Scorpio and some Capricorn vibes, yeah. So Capricorn, Scorpio, Libra, and Cancer are the astrological markers of this person. This person is a bit like lying, waiting for you to make a move towards them in the shadow. They may have created a fake account on social media, and they could be like liking or commenting, and you believe that there's somebody who they're not, but in reality it's this person still holding a candle for you. 14 and 16 are significant numbers. Maybe this person celebrates their birthday on the 14th of the month. You could have had your final contact with them 14 weeks ago, 14 months ago. Let's see what the tarot has to say, shall we? I'm so excited. So let's see. The Three of Swords. Oh, this person is broken-hearted. This person feels like you are a unicorn. You see here the unicorn, right? But you're giving yourself away towards individuals that do not deserve you, that do not see your worth and your value. This person sees you as the bee's knees. You know, you are the queen, you are the king, and you're not seeing yourself in this way. Yeah. And you keep falling for people that are bad for you, mostly because you have to change your mindset related to the types of individuals you feel attracted to. There could be some unconscious bias there. Maybe you grew up in a family that told you you have to be married to, or you have to seek out individuals that look in a specific way, that have specific jobs, that make a specific sum of money. But if you change your mindset related to the things you find attractive, it's going to help you in this connection. I know that maybe some of you will say, well, it's going to be hard to change what you find attractive. And indeed, on some level, we are unconsciously drawn towards things that we cannot control most of the time, you know. But it is from my experience as well. I can tell you, tastes can be acquired, yeah. Musical tastes, actual tastes like food. You can grow into something that previously you were about, you know, like I really didn't like tomatoes when I was young, and now I eat them like almost every day, yeah. I didn't understand blue cheese, you know, and I really enjoy it as an adult, you know. Perfumes, it was the same. I didn't like perfumes when I was younger, and then I grew into it. Red roses, I found them very boring and traditionalistic when I was young. Now I love them, you know. So changes, you know, like tastes change, and the way we adapt to people and situations also changes. I see here the Six of Swords. So a person that wants a calm, peaceful conversation with you, a calm, peaceful resolution. This individual is like, can we just sit down and talk about this situation without arguing, without raising our voices? I want to bring you a truce, a white flag, yeah. Maybe you need to listen to Dido's song, White Flag. I will go down with this ship, and I will put my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag upon my door. I'm in love and always will be. Well, I'm not doing the song any justice, but it's a beautiful song, and I feel like this person is kind of like confirming and reconfirming how much they love you. Let's see. Are we dealing here with some heavy feelings or not? Okay. Oh, this person wants to put a ring on it. We have the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is the card of establishing a passionate home inside of you. How should I describe it? It sounds a bit weird and creepy, but 4 pillars of passion. Basically, this is the Four of Wands, the essence of it. It's like lighting up flames left and right, and wanting to light up a fire in your soul so that you would want them as much as they want you. It is usually considered the house. It's usually considered the card of having a house, a home together, feeling at home with each other. Because, you know, you can have a house, but it may not feel like a home because you don't feel emotionally attached to it. You don't feel good or safe inside of it, or you're not with the right kind of people in your house. So it doesn't feel like a home. It just feels like you're passing by. Yeah, so this person feels like you are home to them, and they want to create a home with you. A lot of the cards, confusing, drop to the table, so I'm just going to cut the deck. And I see here the Four of Pentacles, and congratulations, you got a Grand Master number 44. New foundations, stability. Your angels are also encouraging you to pursue this connection. A lot of you know who I'm talking about, yeah? And it's just a matter of giving this person another chance. I see here hard work, a desire to not want to let go of you. This person is quite possessive. Like once they are locked in with you in a connection, in a commitment, it's like they're not going to let you go. You know, this is something for life. Yeah. At least this is what this person feels like. They're going to put a lot of effort into creating this home with you because of the fact that they see you as a point of protection. they want to protect you, yeah. And it's also the same with Hades, you know, he didn't want to let Persephone go. He struck compromises left and right that would allow him to still be with her because he was so in love with her. Okay. We also have here a Page of Swords. I'm not getting that this is the vibe of your person, although I did mention earlier Libra energy. This person could want to have a child with you or may already have a child. There is a certain distance, certain separation from this Page of Swords. Page of Swords is like The Little Prince, you know, the story by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. And it's kind of like a little boy with his head in the clouds. This person feels a little bit like they're daydreaming when they're thinking of you. They feel like they need to work on their communication with you. And they definitely, they really want to have a peaceful, calm conversation with you that helps them understand what it is that they're feeling. Yeah. So, all this being said, thank you kindly for hanging out with me and listening. I hope I'll see you in my next one. And until then, take care. Ciao. Hey group 4. Hello darlings. Welcome to a pick a card reading. Today we're going to explore who's thinking of you. This is a reading for those of you drawn to the angel Israfel, the angel of song. I'm going to read you the poetic description of this angel that is written on the back of the card. The ecstasies above with thy burning measures suit, thy grief, thy joy, thy hate, thy love, with the fervor of thy lute. Okay, so you may have been in a connection with or have recently encountered a musician. Okay, I feel that the person thinking of you has some artistic ability, and this ability most likely is music. It could be a singer. They could play a specific instrument, they could be part of an orchestra, or they could be part of a band. This is an individual that may work in a recording studio, may work for the opera, an individual that is artistically talented. If this person is not concerned with music, they could be concerned with photography, painting, decorations, like interior decorations. They could work in a museum, in some sort of antique vintage store that refurbishes old-fashioned pieces. They could be working in a gallery, like in an art gallery, or reconditioning works of art. You're dealing here with somebody that has to do with a Venusian occupation, and Venus deals with the world of arts and the fine senses. Yeah, could even be a cook, somebody that works in a very fancy restaurant with a Michelin star or some sort of like haute cuisine, or like fusion cuisine. Okay, really interesting. Let me do what I did for group 2, which is I'm going to present you your oracle cards, and then I'm going to shuffle from the Tarot de Luz to find out more details about this person. So we have here vision. Okay, and we see this owl baby that is blindfolded and has an amethyst in its little claws. Amethyst is the birthstone of the sign Pisces, born at the end of February, beginning of March. So we're already getting some sort of astrological energy from this person. We have here Circe, or Circe. We have the badass witch of Greek mythological times. And we see here alchemy. And again, we have the astrological sign of Leo. I also have here Gemini, although Geminis could also just represent the lover's energy, a twin flame, a soulmate, somebody who is very much like you. Oh, I love this card, it's so beautiful. So we have here kitchen witchery. Yeah, so I did mention somebody who may be a cook, may have their own cooking show, a chef. Yeah, we see here abundance flows easily and effortlessly into your life. Be in gratitude. You're dealing here with a wealthy person, a wealthy individual who is considering a connection, is considering a partnership. They are open, they are ready for it, but they are somehow not really in tune with their spiritual energy. It's like you come into this picture into this situation, bringing the emotional and spiritual values. Well, this person is mostly focused on, thank you, it's alarms, police alarms have been going like crazy today. My country is during a very difficult, chaotic period with elections and I don't know, alarms everywhere. But doesn't matter, we are centered, and I'm going to deliver this reading for you. Yeah. So we have here with the vision, it's like you bring the spirit and this person brings the nourishment, the physical, actual nourishment, the body. Yeah. This person brings the dough. Yeah. And you bring the soul. Together you make soul food. Yeah. For lack of a better way to combine them. I want to see right now, I feel like this person could be very silent, like they are a person of few words. They don't speak much, you know. They rather show you how they feel by doing things for you or onto you, you know, like massaging you and caressing you and touching you. Okay. Let's see right now what the Tarot de Luz has to say about this connection. Let me just give it a quick shuffle because you are the fourth pile. So the energy has been already filtered through the previous three piles. So we're dealing here with the Seven of Swords, with a thief, somebody who wants to take something from you, yeah? May have actually taken something from you in the past. You may have forgotten a sweater at this person's place, or this person wants to steal some of your spiritual energy, like your spiritual energy is very delicious, and they don't know exactly how to tap into the spiritual world that you're so familiar and comfortable with. So it's like they want to get something from you, to gain something from you. We see here with the Star, this is again an indication, first of all, this could be an Aquarius, and it's an indication of a person that wants to break through with you. Like maybe there has been some sort of awkwardness related in your situation. I was a little bit distracted in my reading by the fact that I heard something plonking down on the ceiling. So there could be some sort of pressure that was recently placed on this person's shoulder. And they really have to work hard in order to fulfill a goal, to achieve something in the future, because the Star card is all about bright future, hope, new beginnings. You may also be dealing with somebody who has the potential to become a celebrity, a person that, you know, through their craft, through their musical or cooking capacity, through their skills, they could really well become well known. Yeah. But I'm getting that this person wants to be in a solid connection before they blow up. Because we have here the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, the couple, the artistic couple that has each other's backs, yeah? He is charismatic and sexy. She is passionate and super attractive. Together they have this intuitive, spirited, dynamic, and really, really hot connection, yeah? And when we have the Queen and the King dropping into a reading together, this is spousal energy, spousal material, yeah? For some of you, this is your spouse thinking of you, yeah? For those of you who are lucky enough to be married already. For others of you, you could be separated and this is an ex-spouse. I am reading here for a general collective, so bear with me. And for others of you, this is a person wanting to get married to you, yeah? I am getting this very strong energy that this person doesn't want to be alone anymore. The Hermit and the World, yeah? Very powerful energies. You got 3 fated energies, major arcanas. So it was literally, a lot of you feel like it was a blessing to have this person appear in your life. We have an expression in Romanian, it's like te-a pus Dumnezeu mâna în cap. It's like God placed its hand on your head, you know, like blessing you strongly, like choosing you specifically. So it's kind of like you feel like meeting this person or being together with this person has been like a phenomenal achievement, an incredible feat of serendipity, like a lucky accident, a lucky surprise. And I feel like this individual kind of feels in the same way, but their energy is a little bit all over the place because they're also trying to work really hard at becoming well known. But before they do that, they want to have a spouse. They want to have a solid partner, somebody that they can rely upon, so that they wouldn't, because you know, when you become a celebrity, I guess you always wonder whether the person that is with you is in it for the free advertisements, you know, and the money and the fame, because they get fame by being close to you as well. Or are they there because they genuinely love you and they want to support you and their heart is in the right place? So it's kind of like this person is thinking, I want to be with someone like you, group 4, before I become big. And I feel like you can help me to become big. Like we can become big together. Yeah. And I can also see here with the Hermit and the World, this person has done their silent thinking. They're like they are done being by themselves. Okay, so sorry about that. My cat Luna was on the balcony and I closed the door, so she wanted the door to be open. That's why she was kind of like pushing against it. So again, maybe this person is trying to push a connection to happen with you because they want to be set free. They no longer want to keep pining after you. Yeah, with the World card here and the Hermit, it's like the end of a very tough cycle. Saturnian energy, so limits, obstacles have had to be overcome in this connection for this person to be thinking of you and to think of you in this way, in this magical, blessed way. I do take this card as an energy of, with the vision, it's like this person sees you in their future vision and the star, but it's also like this person wants to put their blind faith in this connection with you. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't want to know. I just want to live in the present moment and build the future as we go along. Right? So blind faith, an active faith, better said, because blind faith sounds a little bit dodgy, you know. I feel like this person thinks you have bewitched them with Cersei here, like you have this incredible power and presence, and they feel like you would be a good counterpart. They are a natural born leader. They could be very popular. They could have a very good network of social support. They're well connected. They know a lot of important people. With Gemini energy here, you know, they got the contacts of a lot of important people. But yeah, I'm not so happy that I see the 7 of Swords here. It's like this energy leakage, like this person wants... Give me a second. I want to pull one more card from the tarot deck. It's like, what is the 7 of Swords? Why am I worried about the 7 of Swords? By the way, I also need to say astrologically, I see Aquarius and Virgo. We have Saturn here as well, so potentially Capricorn energy. We had Gemini earlier and Leo. Yeah, these are very strongly the signs. And I also hit my elbow on the table, which is a sign of good luck. The Temperance card. Okay, so the 7 of Swords isn't really bad in this interpretation. This person doesn't want to steal something from you, except they want your faith. They want your spirituality. And I think the only way that they can get access to it is by being together with you, you know. On some level, they want to be a little bit like you. And the only way they can achieve that, because they're not you, and it's not possible to live in your body, it's like they are going to live with you. I hope this makes sense, yeah? It's like this person may have a very strong desire or hunger to have like divine experiences, to believe that God is real, to see a miracle happen, you know? This person may have a North Node in Sagittarius. They are skeptic about the existence of God and angels, but yet they constantly come across moments when they have to put their faith into the unknown and surrender it to God. Yeah, so very, very deep, profound experiences. I also feel like this person kind of wants to learn from you with the Temperance card. They feel like you can help them maintain a balanced lifestyle. And especially if this person is immersed in this world of, where is it? I lost the King of Wands. No, there he is. Especially if this person is immersed in this world of, you know, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. They feel like you are their guardian angel. Yeah. It's like you keep them with their feet firmly planted on the ground. as they can indulge in their flights of fantasy through their music, their cooking, their art, their painting, their whatever outlet they have to bring magic into this world. Because I feel like you believe that this person is magical. Yeah, there's this strong alchemical bond, water and fire. Yeah, turning lead into gold. And I feel like this person believes that this is a golden opportunity with you. Okay, all this being said, thank you so much for listening. I'm gonna end your reading here. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I cannot wait to see my next one. Okay, take care of yourself in the meantime.